4 tours down, 1 tour to go. This is the Sunoco final stretch beginning here. Round number 16 of 21 of the 2020 Sunoco Pro Series season. Homestead, Miami Speedway. A track we've been to pretty much every single year in some capacity. And back here again, the Royale is finished. Paulson crowned your Royale champion. And now the championship is back on as the cars line up for an exciting 70 laps on a track we know always performs with a good race. Out here, as we look through your starting order, it is a Maverick Wolf blowout in qualifying. Eric Monaco and Paul Jackson, the two longtime teammate rivals, take up the front row. Monaco, his third or fourth pole position on the year. I think it's his fourth pole position on the year. He has been flying in qualifying this year. He's your second in points currently and could be going for a championship run today. Jackson is someone I really want to talk about because Jackson was announced earlier today as of recording of this race as the lead driver of Freeze Racing Team coming next year. He finally found a ride all the way down at Freeze Racing Team. However, Freeze Racing Team isn't going to be a bottom feeder team because they've earned the equipment from Monarch. Well, not earned, but bought the equipment off of Monarch Motorsports, in which they will be using next year. So they will be a C+, possibly B rank team come next year, alongside two others, which we'll talk about in just a minute. Jack Bignacco breaks up the monotony of the Maverick Wolf lineup on row 2 in the 5 for Anjato. It's an incredible performance for him. He's starting P3. He could be a threat in this race, alongside Tristan Wilhoit, the two-time rookie winner this season. I believe he's in the top 5 in points. He might be 5th. But it's been an incredible rookie year for Tristan Wilhoit, the best rookie year we've ever seen out of any driver, and we're really excited to see what he can do in that 98 for the rest of the year and come next season, since he has re-signed to this car for 2021. On row 3, Cordell Paulson in the 83, now fully confirmed the lead driver for Jason Wolf Racing next year, what the team is rebranding to, with Jackson moving to Freeze Racing Team officially. It is now in the hands of Paulson to lead this team now. Your Royale winner, 3 wins in a row. The second time that's ever been done after William Brock's incredible hat trick back in 2013. So it's really cool to see that that's been done again. 4 wins on the year. Could he possibly somehow go for 5? He's come runner-up here the last 2 years, if I'm correct. He might try to go for a win. Skylar Johnson on the outside row 3 is going to be Jackson's teammate at Freeze Racing Team come next year, moving from the Freeze Racing Team PLS lineup and just moving up with them up to the Pro Series. Johnson and Jackson are going to end up being teammates, although they got into a little scuffle back in 2014, which cost Jackson the championship. Hopefully there's no bad blood there anymore. Row 4 is a pair of Roush racing cars, Scott Roush and Vince Freeze in the 38 and 35. They've been climbing through the field in points for a while now. They had both had not so great start. Well, Freeze had a good start to the season, just not in a good car. The moment he was traded off, he blasted into the sunset, up in the top 10 points. Roush up here as well, and both looking for another good result. And on row 5, Steven Thompson moving full-time to the 11 next year for Trailblazer Motorsports, and Shane Vincent, the winner here 2 years ago. Back of the field goes Gatlin Downey and PJ Krenko, both failing tech inspection, if I recall correctly. No real problems back in practice, so that's good for them, and we're very excited. Duncan, though, 27th. It's going to be a long road to go. Anderson, 22nd. Long road to go. Currently, Paulson, favorite for the title again, and starting P5 could be your favorite today, as we're going to go down, take the green here at Homestead Miami Speedway to start the Sunoco final stretch. The cars roll through turns 3 and 4. It is a pair of Mavericks up front, and the other pair of Mavericks in 4 and 5. It's an incredible start for this team today. Can they pull off another win? As we'll take the final corner, pace car in. Eric Monaco will lead us down to the green flag here, as we are green in the final tour of the season. Green flag is in the air at Homestead. And Monaco and Bignacco off to great starts. Jack Bignacco now can pressure the back of the 87 as Jackson and Paulson fight for third. Roush getting up into this with Wilhoit. He could be a factor here early. But right now, Jack Bignacco may be looking down the inside of Monaco. Contact is going to close everyone up. They're still making contact, and all of their lead is gone. Their entire lead that they got on that start vanished in an instant because they were making contact through 3 and 4, slowing down, and now the race is back on. We are 2 by 2. We expect it to be very tight, a very tight field throughout this first stage of the race. It'll calm down as time goes on. However, Jack Bignacco's got a push from Paulson. The outside is so strong right now, though. It's going to start very super Speedway like, but it'll over time calm down and stretch out, so just bear with it for now. It's going to be real tight action. This is the time of the race where everyone's going to be able to make up time. There is Rahal way down low, going for position. Rahal, the Royale winner last year, if you remember, absolutely dominated this race. He's on the bottom of a 4 wide right now down there. He's not going to be able to have any momentum, no. And Paulson makes it 3 wide for the lead. Oh no, Rahal is still there. Oh my god. Now Jack Bignacco clears Monaco. We're 4 wide for 3rd, 4 wide for 4th, because Jackson's in this now. Monaco clears. We're still 4 wide. Rahal is actually on the apron right now, which is not the preferred line. He's going to have no momentum out of 2. He shouldn't, I don't think. He held actually pretty well there. Eric clears for 3rd. He's got that. Now Jack Bignacco is in the lead, trying to keep it ahead of all these Mavericks, all these cars coming through. The Mavericks got swallowed on the start. Rahal, Roush, and Vincent all in this. But Bignacco leads the lap. Leaderboard up, lap 5. Fastest lap of the first few laps was Gatlin Downey, who started at the rear of the field. After a few laps, he's already up to 33rd. He's been making progress slowly but surely. We also forgot to mention Rondi goes to the rear due to a problem back in practice. That was, I forgot to mention that part. Oh, Skylo almost in the wall as Paulson continues to fight with Bignacco. Someone's got to break this up. Shane going 4 wide. Oh my god, Shane. This is such a Shane Vincent thing to do. Rahal backs off. Rahal gave up there. He did not want to risk a very sketchy situation, which helped Shane Vincent. Contact in the back. Oh, there's a spin. Spinner. Oh, yep, that is Sean Angel and Nick Pericles around in the back. Fitzwater trying to rejoin on track. He does very safely. Good job. As that is going to bring us down to the caution flag here early. And who was it? 0.02 of a second. Paulson, your leader, at the caution flag. Whoa, what happened there? That was a very congested moment. So William Duncan would make it 4 wide trying to go for position. Although Sean seemed to have space below him, he kept going up, tapped his teammate, and it caused complete unsettle on that outside line. Louviere got involved. Thompson got some damage. Rowe got some damage. Obviously, Angel, the big factor in that. Duncan made it 4 wide, but I feel like Angel had more space than he used. And that slight contact between him and his teammate in there just started bumping everyone around there like ping pong balls up and off the wall, and it just ended horribly. No one seemed to be damaged enough to be out of the race, though. I think everyone will return to action. The most damaged car is Pericles, but I don't really see an incredible amount of damage. There's a lot of right side damage there, but he could definitely get back into this race, I would think, as we'll be back. Paulson, your leader, here at Homestead. All right, a few more pit takers. Pericles did, in fact, retire from that, sadly. A few more pit takers from damage, obviously. Sean Angel, Stephen Thompson, and Chris Louviere, Alexander Rowe all came in to fix their issues. They would all return to the field, though. They are at the rear of the field, all still on the lead lap. And a lot of them seem to get all of their damage bumped out. You can see Thompson, you can see a little bit of left side damage. Angel, a little bit of left side damage, but you can see how much they bumped out of that car. Louviere still has a good amount of left side damage, but the front end damage, little front end damage that Thompson had is gone. And I feel like these guys can still be competitive. I think their cars are still fast enough to be competitive, so we'll see how that can go. It is not as much of a Maverick fest anymore. Will Hoyt dropped down to 10th on that start as we're coming through 3 and 4. We're going to go back green here. Lap 11 of 70. Paulson, Bignacco, Vincent, Monaco, Roush, your top 5. Vincent and, if I'm correct, Vincent and Paulson fought for the race win here back in Vincent's rookie year, and Vincent won this race. So he could definitely be a big factor here as we round the final corner. Cordell Paulson leads us back down to the green flag. We are back green here at Florida. This should definitely widen the pack out a little too. It's not going to be as congested as before, I wouldn't think. As your top 5, just absolutely amazing start out of the top 5. Oh my god, they're gone. Who will make the first move? There's all those skid marks from the wreck. Who will make the first move? Jack Miyako backs off a little bit. Could be going to the high side. No, it's Eric going to the high side. Jackson out of nowhere. And Paulson still your leader. Vincent fighting with Monaco for third. Although Vincent seemed to actually get a good run through 3 and 4 there. But now the Mavericks have hooked up, and that is not what anyone wants to see. They do not want to see these Mavericks hooking back up and making a run back towards the front. Benyako still in second. Vincent left out to dry down there on the low line. He's got no one who wants to go with him. The draft may not be like the most significant thing, but it still can help. And here comes Eric Monaco with Jackson in tow. They're on the outside of Benyako and Vincent. No, Jackson's not in tow. Jackson lost his momentum. Oh, he's dragging him back in though. This outside line of Mavericks is all here. Shane, really big run on the low line though. He's battling for the lead now. He got Benyako. And well. Look what we got here. Vincent versus Paulson for the lead. We've seen this before at this track. Shane won it last time, but Jackson now down the inside of Jack Benyako. A huge run out of the 10 on the low line. As you can see, all lines can work in some capacity. That's what's so special about Homestead, is that if you want to use the low line, if you're confident enough like Jackson is, you can seriously get a run. Look at him down there. He went from like 5th to 2nd there. Shane now on the high side. Could he challenge here on the high line against Paulson? He's thinking about it. Eric's thinking about it again. Not quite there this time though. Shane keeps it in hold in third. Jackson still on the low line in second. Not anymore. It was even at the line between them. Skyla has a new ride for next year. I did not mention their other teammate, the third driver for the team, Sean Ard, moving from Fitzwater, Australia. I believe we actually see him back there. Yeah, there he is. Way at the back. Not way at the back, but like leading the next pack. Let's go take a look at him real quick. There he is. Another Freeze Racing Team driver. They're most likely going to be C+ or B rank, depending on how Monarch can do for the rest of the season. That's a huge boost of confidence for that team. Shane gets the lead. Oh, he highlined it around Paulson, and now the Speedway ringer. No matter the outcome, man himself, Shane Vincent, leads the race. He's leading the charge out front. 2 Mavericks line up behind him. It is Paulson and Jackson. Jackson did not make the Royale due to an incident. He wants to make up for that today. He has not even won this year, but he could be in contention for it. He's faster than he's been all year, it looks like. Jackson on Paulson here. He is really strong on that inside. He likes that inside a lot, and I don't blame him. Look at him go! Even though every line can work, the outside is usually better than the inside when you're making moves, but Jackson has been using that low line all day, and look at him make it work. Paulson on the high line, Jackson on the low line. They'll split him through the middle. 3 wide for the lead. Look at this. They are going at it. Jackson's going to dive it here. Oh no, he actually checks up. Checks up, slips him behind Vincent. Paulson back to the lead. And Vincent's going to have to settle into second. This is what nobody wants to see, is Paulson being a dominant force today. If he can win this race, it would be a 4th win in a row, which has never been done. Roush! You are not wall riding right now. He absolutely just wall rided that 38. He did what Kyle Shark Jr. did back in the heats, and it worked. He actually just wall rided it. I'm impressed, honestly. I mean, there's nothing against the rules. It's not against the rules, but it's just, you're risking a lot there. You're hurting your car. But man, he slipped around the outside of all those cars. He's going to do it again. Oh, he's not going into the wall this time, but Roush now looking to be the guy who wants to lead this little, it's not really a second pack because they're still there with the leaders, and they want to catch up. Roush now into fourth, maybe going to start catching up. Vincent trying to keep the lead now as he's made a good run on the inside, but Paulson a huge run on the high line. In 1 and 2, he'll get his lead back. Your top three sitting comfortably a little bit ahead, about half a second up on Roush, Johnson, Rahal, Monaco, and Duncan. Then it's Wilhoit, Benyako, that's Jack Benyako, Vince Freeze. I see Roger Ray back there. That is not Roger Ray in the Freeze Racing Team 18 going for 12th. That is a D+ ranked car, if I'm correct. It might be a D ranked car even. And he is bringing it into the top 15 currently. That is very impressive. He is your top Mazda right now because there's two of his manufacturer teammates, both of his former teammates, Benyako and Nelson. Mark Nutt not far. Very impressed. Vincent is still trying down there. He is not giving up. We expect pit stops, by the way, around lap 38 to 40 is about the delta. So watch out for that. 38 to 40. So we're a little more than halfway to the pit delta. Paulson is now safely clear from Vincent, which gives Jackson the opportunity to rim ride it around his teammate. And what could be if Jackson wins this race? He has gone winless this year. It has been monumental that Jackson's gone winless. We haven't seen a winless year out of Jackson in years and years. And now here he is sitting out front, lap 23 of 70. He's got his teammate in tow. And Jackson is now sitting in position to win. Winning today after gaining the confidence of getting a new team would be huge. Oh my, Eric around the outside of Roush there. He almost got cut off. Could have caused an incident, but he didn't. Now Johnson going for third. Shane being overtaken. Eric's here. And this battle's back on for the lead. It's not just your top three anymore. They were comfortable for a bit, but not anymore. Oh, I see, yeah. Roger Ray's equipment starting to catch up with him back there. But Skyla going for second on Paulson and rim riding it to catch up to Jackson. Oh, the battle's on. Skyla Johnson, your Paris winner. She's got a full head. This is future teammates right here. These are the Freeze Racing Team 2021 teammates here, battling for the lead. The weird thing being that Skyla is the one who has a win this year. Jackson does not. Jackson continues to lead, though. A very good run there. Anderson! Tire down on the 34. He'll pull it down to the apron. Oh, devastating scenes for the 34. It has been downhill lately for the 34 crew. And another bad luck strikes. Some would say this is karma for the things he's done this year. And his day is going to pretty much go down here. Even though he'll still be in the race, it's pretty much over for the 34. Bad luck for Anderson as this race continues on. Jackson now has to battle with Paulson. That's Anderson in his pit stop. Yep, he's just going to go for a pit stop here. He can't make it. He cannot make it. You can't make it on that, Anderson. He'll need an absolute miracle. Duncan is slowly creeping into this. He's been sitting at the bottom of the top 10 for a while. Eric's engine's gone! Eric Monaco's engine is up! Duncan gets held! Wilhoit's held! Big congestion! Oh no. Oh no. No. This is gonna end horribly. This is gonna end horribly. Duncan now, he got held there. And now he's leading this absolute chaos pack. It's a full pack of cars now. This is not a pseudo pack. There's 4 wide in there, 3 wide. It's chaos. Eric Monaco is essentially out of the race. And your leaders have broken away because of it. Jackson, Johnson, Paulson, Vincent, your top 4. Rahal stays in it in 5th. Roush, Brock, Iran. Here's Duncan. Really full head of steam. He wants back in this. He's not done yet. And Eric in the pits for engine damage. He's going to get tires and fuel while he can. It's all he can do. It's a devastating, pretty much an end to his day as well. Anderson and Eric both championship contenders in some way. Eric's second in points, obviously. That's huge for his championship to go down like that. Skyla way out there. A huge rim ride in 1 and 2. He's on the outside of Jackson. Vincent's on the inside of Jackson. And we have a 3-wide for the lead. Paulson in tow. Rahaal's also not out of this. Do not count Roman Rahal out of this. Duncan now starting to work his way through the pack of cars. Downey trying to work his way through the pack of cars as well. Eric finally out of the pits, fixed his engine issues. Duncan will push Aron here behind, or on top of now Ali Nelson. Nelson trying to get Aron here. This could be a big opportunity for Duncan if he can get a huge run on the high side here. That would be really big. Brock just sitting on his own in P6 and Rahal on his own in P5. If Duncan can go for it here, it would be a huge overtake. He won't. He'll stay patient. That might be smart. Johnson continues the battle. This top 4 is in pandemonium because they know no one else is in this. This is a battle between them now. No one else is really in this anymore. It is a 2-second gap down below Rahal to Brock, which pretty much means this race is between them. Maybe Rahal, if he can get there. The pace he's going, he won't. At the pace he's going, he's not catching. The Mavericks get 1 and 2 back. Paulson going back for the lead. But not an amazing run. I think Jackson's going to be able to cut him off. Yes. Vincent on the high side of Johnson. Vincent, of all people, needs to win this race. If Vincent wins this race, he could actually punch his ticket to the title fight. Get his way into the talks for the 2020 title if he can best Paulson again here at Homestead. Pit stops coming up sometime in the near future. And Vincent will overtake Paulson at first convenience. He knows what's on the line if he can beat him. Duncan now. It's weird. He lost so much time held up behind Vincent, but he only lost like 3 spots because everyone got held up by Eric. Did I say Vincent? I think I said Vincent. I meant Eric. Everyone got held up by Eric. He only lost like 3 spots through that, which was like Brock, Aron, and it was Brock, Aron, and Nelson were the people he got passed by. And that's it. Like, he's still in this. And now he's going to go up to the high side, link together with Tristan Wilhoit, and maybe try to go after Ali Nelson here on the high side. Huge run out there. He's got that quarter panel on. How about Rahal? Is he catching? No, he's still losing. He's losing time. Yeah, Duncan's got it solidly on Nelson now. Holding it nice, getting a big push from the 98. Push in the 79. We could see him drop back and pass the 79 here with help from Nelson. No, Aron's going to go after it instead. Wilhoit could go after Duncan. A huge squeeze out there. Wilhoit is also desperate. He's also a title contender. You had to know that Wilhoit was going to do what he could. And both of them are trying their hardest, but this is the battle. Jackson, Paulson, Johnson, Vincent. Your top 4 here. Who will be the first to jump to pit road? Is it Vincent? No. Vincent's just using midline. Maybe just dropping back for a second to recharge and get back towards them. At the front, Skyla still battling up there. As Duncan trying to get Ali Nelson again. Wilhoit is absolutely flying right now. Duncan on the high line. A Roush, he's starting to fly. Huge run from Downey behind Duncan's going to give him a push. And Duncan's back on the rear of Wilhoit. We could see a re-overtake on the 98 here. He's going to feint high. Oh, a block out of Wilhoit. Oh, the block of the gods. Holy shit. And that's just going to allow Downey to go through the middle of all of them. Nobody thought that Wilhoit was going to block that hard. And now he's going to rim ride it on Roush to try to get away. I can't believe that he just went for that block and it worked. It didn't kill anyone. Because that could have killed everyone in this pack. These guys really need a caution to catch up to the guys ahead, though. And Wilhoit continues his crusade. And here come the Mazdas. Nelson and Benyako just peeking on the high side. Brock and Iran battle for 6th. But this battle just seems to be between your top 4. Ray Hall now slowly falling backwards into the hands of Brock. Here comes Duncan now on the high side of Wilhoit. He's finally going to try to get this re-overtake on him. A good run out there, maybe even on Downey as well, maybe even on Iran. No, Iran going to block that line. Oh, he's still going to try it, though. A huge run on the high side. Duncan is on his way. If he can clear these guys, get through Brock, he could try to hook up with Rahal and get back up towards the front. This is the pit delta, though. We are there. How long until the first person strikes to pit road? Oh, we did have the caution. That did save people a little bit of fuel, huh? So maybe it's a few more laps. Duncan on Iran now. He's got Downey. Now going for Iran. Maybe going to rim ride it. Try to hook up with Brock here. Yeah. Clears Iran. Downey might still try to get alongside. No. And now, here we go. Oh! Oh, Skyla was trying to pit. Skyla's trying to pit. She does. Okay, there was slight contact there, but it's fine. Skyla, first one in with Paulson, and the field splits. I see Nelson back there. Pit. I don't know how I feel about that. But now, round 1 of pit stops is ending. Here comes round 2. This is Vincent and Jackson. They've got to be coming in. They have to respond. You can't leave them alone. Oh, Vincent will. I don't know how to feel about that. Duncan does not. Duncan knows that he's got to. Rahal knows that that's best. I don't know how to feel about what Vincent's doing. Maybe looking for a clean pit lane. It's risky, but it could work. Skyla gets out first. Oh, Paulson, not a good pit stop. He's fallen into the clutches of the 6 and the 69. Nelson and Karenko. And now we look ahead. Vincent, you gotta come in, buddy. Yeah, he knows that now. Vincent into the pit lane. He'll have a clear pit lane pretty much on his pit exit. His pit entry might be a little scuffed with all these people coming out of their stalls. Nope, Scott's good. Scott's not going to conflict that. Conflict. Vince Freeze can't find his way out of his stall. He will now. Vincent was unobstructed into his stall. That's really good. Vincent completely unobstructed into his stall. I also see, yeah, Brock pits with him. So full frontal going long here. And here comes the field. Shane will get out ahead. There is Rowe and Angel still stretching. They can because they got the damage before. Remember that. Same with Steven Thompson. Thompson stretching because he can. And there is Skyla Johnson, Paul Jackson, and Shane Vincent. Look at Duncan! Oh, that's so essential. Duncan got Paulson in the pits. It was a huge run for the 4 in the pits. Paulson's going to try to get him back here, but the fight is on. Thompson pits. Angel pits. Is Rowe still out there? Yes, he is. Alexander Rowe is still out there. It is now Skyla Johnson, essentially the leader. Jackson second. Paulson third. Duncan fourth. Nelson fifth. But Skyla out in front and trying to run. Rowe and Angel in the pits now, resetting, getting new tires, and Rowe still out on track. I don't know what he's doing. He's got to just be sitting here hoping for a caution, because a caution now would win him the entire race right there. A caution right now would literally win him the race. Because there is now nobody else on the lead lap except for Alexander Rowe. How long can you go? Not anymore. He gives up the hopes. He'll give away the lead to Johnson after we cycle through one more lap. And now, there is no more battle. Everyone's spread out. Now it's time to accordion back. Get back into this. Rowe going to do everything he can here. But there shouldn't be anything he can do. Like, where's Angel come out? 25th. Not as actually as bad as I thought he would be. How about Thompson? That's about as bad as I thought it would be. And Jackson is catching up to Johnson. Paulson is catching up to Jackson. Duncan in the wings. This race is not over yet. Karanko started dead last and is now 7th. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. Where is Alex Rowe? There he is. 28th. Or 27th. Here comes 28th. That's Anderson. After his tire issue, has climbed back into the top 30. Keep in mind, that man was... What? Wait, how? How was Anderson here? You don't understand how much time he had to make up for the... Oh, he hasn't pit yet. That's right, he hasn't pit yet. Oh, and yeah, that just clicked in my head. Unfortunate. And look at that, the battle's back on. Johnson versus Jackson versus Paulson. Duncan and Nelson trying to dig their way back up into this fight, but a caution would be helpful here. Johnson versus Vincent for 6th. Not Johnson, Karanko versus Vincent for 6th. It is Downey Autosport right now in a what looks to be 6-8. If Karanko can clear Vincent here. Karanko's not going to give up without a fight. And now, they're gaining on Duncan. Duncan needs something here. Jackson wants his first win of the year, and he wants to get it with his new teammate right next to him. Would be very nice, honestly, between them. A way to start their relationship as teammates come next year would be to finish this race 1-2. It would be almost symbolic of the passing of the torch here. Jackson moving away from Maverick come next year to move to Freeze Racing Team. Johnson moving back to Mazda. He's just up here with Pontiac temporarily, just warming the 77 for my lad Ryback coming full-time next year. And they'll both move into their new home come next year and are now fighting for the win with the 2-time reigning champion, Paulson. We're 3 wide for the lead. I also see, yep, Vincent and Karanko have joined them in the battle for 4th. 3 wide for the lead is still on. Johnson defending hard. Jackson barely hanging on up high. And Paulson's got a full head of steam down low. They are still 3 wide. They were 3 wide for half the track there. Skylight gets pushed out. Both of them do. Paulson made it work on the low line, and now history is looking to be made. 4 wins in a row has never been done. A quad has never even been thought of before as a possibility this year. But Paulson's dominance over these last few years has really shined through. And now, here he is leading the charge. Jackson is one of the late pitters, though. He's got fresher tires. That could be a difference. Vincent has very fresh tires. Much fresher tires than Paulson. And still fresher tires than the other late pitters. He was one of the latest pitters out there. And so here he sits, battling for P5, pushing Duncan from behind here. trying to get Nelson. He's still looking at a good day. But they need something to happen up front. The Maverick was expected to win this race. Maverick is still looking at 4 wins in a row as a team. A quad being the first time it's been done for teams. However, Johnson could still break that. Jackson now using the low line. Paulson is very powerful right now. Oh, Johnson! Fuel system issue for the 77, and she's out. She's done. Oh, she was having an amazing day. That's going to shake up the PT Cup big time. The PT Cup just got turned on its head. Thompson is going to have a sigh of relief there with a bad day for him. At least it's not as bad as what Skylar Johnson is just going through. But now, your 2 leaders are 2 Mavericks. Unless these guys can find pace, Duncan may settle for a podium here. However, a podium won't cut it when Paulson's possibly winning this race. Is Skylar going to even remain in the race? She's going to try. She is going to try. They are faster, but not fast enough. We are coming to what looks to be 13 laps to go. No, 12 laps to go this time. And Paulson and Jackson have a safe 2.5 second lead. They would need a caution. And if anywhere a caution would happen, it would be right here. This is the most congested part. Vincent up to 3rd. Iran is getting into this. They would need a bad teammate relations moment. Okay, Johnson is registered out of the pits. Is she into the garage? No! Johnson is back out. Johnson trying to get her fuel system issues fixed, at least get back out on track, at least try to salvage something out of today, hoping that something happens to someone else. But Jackson now, you know he wants his first win of the year. You know that's really important to him. And if you think his teammate is going to stop him, you're wrong. Jackson is going to try to win this by any means necessary. But Paulson has come runner-up in Homestead for 2 straight years and now sits in the position in a 1v1 battle for the 3rd straight year, looking for 3rd time's the charm at Homestead. But Jackson wants a win. And this is the fastest Jackson has been all year long. We have not seen Jackson this quick all year, but he is fast. He's kept up with Paulson. These guys are faster. They are still faster by about 1/10.5 a lap. That's not enough. That just isn't enough. The Downey Autosports on the high side together. Here comes Iran wanting to get a podium. But none of that will matter. Not when it comes to these two being leading, especially Paulson, who is the points leader, the 2-time reigning champion, and is currently sitting at a possible 4th consecutive win. He won Nahuel Huapi. He won Ovalo Juarez. He's your Royale champion, and here he sits leading the race with less than 10 laps to go at Homestead. It would be his 5th win on the year. This would be a monumental moment in Pro Series history. Nothing will shake the world of ISCRO harder than this win. This is a monumental victory if he can pull it off. They are now not faster than your leaders. I think Shane is just focused on keeping the podium, which would still be really strong. It would still keep him somewhat in the title fight, since a few of the big title contenders are here. Oh, Nelson almost just caused a caution. A few of the big title contenders are here. Vincent's here. Duncan's here. Will Hoyt's here. This isn't going to completely ruin the title fight by any means. However, it will severely dent everyone else's hopes. Jackson is losing pace. There is no way that this is about to happen. I never could have imagined that a quad was on the cards this year. This 6 to go. Jackson's losing it. His pace is gone. He used it. He used everything. And Jackson is losing the back of the 83. As he watches his hopes of a first win of the year drive off into the sunset with that Lipton 83. Incredible. It looked like it was going to be a Duncan versus Anderson here, and I was excited for a Duncan-Anderson battle, but I could not have predicted after Noel Huapi, that incident between those two, that it would turn out like this. Now, trying to get through Morgan Fuller, a lapped car, down 37. Jackson continuing to lose time, lose pace. It's over. It's over. Paulson's about to win this race. Jackson continues to lose. He's lost a full second in these last like 3 or 4 laps. Everything down the drain. And the hopes and dreams of Jackson just got tossed out the window by Paulson. I was hoping for a really exciting battle for the win today, but man, Paulson is just so good at this track. His 3rd consecutive podium at this track. Both of them being second places, losing to losing to Vincent 2 years ago. He lost to Rowe last year, and 3 laps to go for Cordell Paulson, looking to win this race. Will Hoyt up into the top 5. This is good for the points contenders, though. Even though Paulson is winning, he's not going to extend his points lead by very far from these guys. These guys really needed this. It seems that the Downey Autosports lost their steam. They used everything they had, but honestly, you have to respect it. It was a fantastic day for the Downey Autosports. This is a day they needed. 2 laps to go for Cordell Paulson. And a monumental history-making moment is about to unfold here at Homestead. As Jackson, now 0.8 of a second down. Vincent looks like he's going to take a podium. If he doesn't, it looks like it'll be his teammate that'll possibly take it from him here. Vincent goes down to block Will Hoyt because that's more important, to block the person who's not your teammate, but no momentum for Downey. White flag is in the air for Cordell Paulson, looking for absolutely monumental quad here in 2020 out of 2. He won one of the greatest road course races at Nahuel Huapi. He won a short track race at Ovalo Juarez. He fought through many rounds to be crowned your Royale champion, to make it a hat trick, and around turn 4 wins in a row. Cordell Paulson wins in Homestead. A history-making 4th consecutive win, and a horrible voice crack for me. 4th consecutive win here at Homestead, and a 5th win on the year. And Paulson has put his title bid in. He wants a 3rd title here today. He is absolutely the GOAT, and he's going for another championship. Jackson going to have to settle for 2nd. Vincent will hold it off for 3rd. Will Hoyt actually snatched 4th from Downey, who settles for 5th. Duncan in 6th. Aran in 7th. Nelson in 8th. Karenko in 9th. And Sebastian Morandi rounds out your top 10 in that 28. He's been getting more better runs lately, which is good for him. It looked like his ride was in jeopardy before, but it looks like it's finally getting its grip again. We did see Roger Ray was up here before, but he's 21st in this race. That's actually fantastic for him in this team. No. Hold on. I did not see that correctly. No, Mark Nutt. Oh, no, it did kind of disintegrate, didn't it? Hold on. Where did he finish? Yikes, 30th. He was there before. I thought he was... Wow. No, it wasn't a good day. It looked like it was going to be, and then it just kind of fell apart. Already on your finishing results, so let's just talk about it. Paulson, Jackson, Vincent, Will Hoyt, Downey, Duncan, Aran, Nelson, Karenko, Morandi, your top 10. Curtis, 17th. Very strong day for him. Very strong day for Mazda overall, though. 6th. That's an 8th for Ali Nelson. 16th for Mark Nutt. Not amazing, but not terrible. Benyako, 23rd. Could have been better, but overall, none of them had a necessarily bad day, which is great for that team. Along with the 18 actually also having a good day at the start, but it kind of fell apart. Pericles and Monaco out of the race. Monaco, you're second in points. Johnson from battling for the lead down to 38th because of that fuel system issue. Anderson, 37th because of his tire going down. And at the end of the day, it is just a Paulson win. 4 consecutive wins is incredible, to say the least. It's the first time that's ever been done. A quad has ever been performed. And you have to give him credit where credit is due. Congratulations to Cordell Paulson taking the win. Next time, Darlington Speedway. The first time we're going there, although it's been a track that's been used back in the old NSCC days and has been refurbished, remade, and ready to go. Lots of exciting prospects for that track. A lot of people very excited to go there. And obviously we're excited to go there next week. So it'll be exciting. Second round of the Sunoco final stretch, and then it'll be North Wilkesboro. After that, the last short track on the year, so get excited for that. Congratulations once more to Cordell Paulson. Absolutely incredible performance today, and we'll see you all next time at Darlington Speedway. Ciao.